All right. Hey guys, how's everyone doing? This is Hala Pablo. Thank you for tuning in. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Going to be a quick video here. Yesterday was the 12th. I uploaded this little chart to my Discord group where we still hadn't crossed over the creek. I said that Bitcoin was looking like it was reaccumulating, like this new range that we had started where it topped out um, back on the 11th. And so these are 30-minute candles here, and this was looking like what I put in the comment here. I said it was keeping a good floor, and the VWAP, the anchored VWAP, which I anchored to the top up here, the buying climax, that was serving as a good range midpoint, or a TRM, trading range midpoint. And so that's usually what you want to look for like reaccumulation ranges. A little hack you can do is just anchor a volume weighted average price, or a VWAP, to the buying climax, to the top, and let it run throughout the duration of the range, of the consolidation range, like you see here. And if you draw a horizontal line from the buying climax all the way to the sign of weakness, or actually this would be the automatic response area here, you know that all the price action that takes place between those two lines constitutes the trading range. The anchored VWAP, if it's an accumulation, should run right along midpoint here, the 0.5. We were to draw a fib extension, this would be like the 0.5, the 0.5 Fibonacci. And so we call this the creek. If it's if we're marking up, we're in a pattern of marking up. Those who remember when we were retracing, marking down earlier this year, from the top, from the diamond that we had, this was not the creek. We were calling these the ice lines. So we were going through the ice. But now it looks like we're marking up. We've been marking up for a few months now. And so these are the creeks. And so we're looking for the price action to jump the anchored VWAP, or to jump the creek, and to not only jump it, but when it comes back down to retest, to hold on top of. You see here where it jumped here, but it came back down. It jumped again here. It came back down. We're looking for somewhere around mid-range for it to jump, and not only jump, but hold. And when it holds, it needs to have demand volume come in. So that's kind of like what I wrote here. So far, keeping a good floor, which is a bottom. You notice how it's not going down past the automatic rally point. The consolidation seems to be keeping within the governance of the support and resistance. And so the creek is making good TRM. At some point, I said we should see the PA, the price action, make a jump, and it could clue us in for further reaccumulation. All right, so that's all good, right? So now we go to the current chart, and we see that we got that creek jump right where, if you notice, I drew the trend support and resistance, where it's making kind of like that. We'll go back here, that arrowhead or that knife pattern here, where it comes to a confluence. This is right where it jumped. It jumped the creek. You see that right here. You see it? And so this is what we were looking for. And we had the volume too. We had the volume confirmation in the vertical bar. So that further supports the bias of reaccumulation. You see this bounce right here, and then a subsequent markup. And so the first kind of up thrust we had kind of got stopped out at the 1.272 Fibonacci. You see it here. I'm going to blow this up a little bit so you can see it right here, right exactly to the 1.272. And then it came back down, retested the resistance, flipped it to support, and now we're slowly heading back up. Now these are hour candles. Now we see still low demand right now. The demand isn't nearly as big and as prominent as it was prior to the break, or like after the break, like here where we had the retest action going on. Uh, Nonetheless, this average, larger than average demand tells me that this is a pretty conclusive upthrust, and that the creek, it is a legit creek crossing, and that we can expect more upward action from here. How high? Now I don't know. Nobody knows. But since we kind of got stopped out here at the 1.272, came back down. You see, we retested trading range resistance, flipped it to support, and now it looks like we're heading back up. I can reasonably expect the price to further venture up to the golden Fibonacci extension level, which would be the 1618, which is 120,000, 122, 120.2. And then certainly there we could go up further, but we take it extension by extension, first to the 1, then to the 1.272, then to the 618, and then to the 2. The 2 is the 121,000, and then the 2.272 is 121.69, and then the 2618 is 122. Now that's according to these 1 hour candles that are playing out. So I'm keeping it on a very low time frame right now. I don't have it on the on a macro high time frame like a daily or a 2 day, which I like to have it on. Why? Because I'm looking at some of these position swings that I've been in. DEMA I just sold off. I just sold a couple of them off, but some of these I'm still looking to bail out on once they hit the Fibonacci extension levels. These are altcoin swings that I've shared with my group: ARPA, Bitcoin Cash. This is Barachain. This is Biconomy, Convex Finance, which I've been in forever, and PNG, which is something that I hold. And then this is Wayfinder, Trump Coin, and VVS. I'm sorry, VVS, VVV. So all of these we look at, especially Prompt, which is Wayfinder, and CVX have already marked up over 10% since this morning. So I'm looking at those right now, and I'm keeping an eye also on Bitcoin simultaneously, because we know that wherever Bitcoin goes, usually it kind of pulls by virtue of its momentum the alts either up or down until Bitcoin kind of peaks out, comes back down, and then consolidates, and then depending on the dominance levels of Bitcoin and the altcoins, we can expect sometimes the altcoin season to fire up, and then Bitcoin goes into latency or dormancy, and the alts skyrocket. We haven't seen that yet. The last time we saw that was back in December, when we had that 1 week window where the alts just exploded. I'm hoping we see something like that before the year's end, maybe in the fall sometime. But nonetheless, there's still money to be made if we keep a wary eye on Bitcoin with all prudence, and get in and out of the altcoins judiciously, not greedily, and just get out at the Fibonacci extensions, regardless of what the coin seems to be doing. As you well know, the floor can fall out at any time and bring everything back down. So I get out at either the 1 to 1.272 or the 1618, depending on where I've sunk my hooks in, as far as my preliminary points where I bought the dips. So, all right, that's about it. If you'd like more information, or to explore maybe how my trading system for the alts, check out our Discord trading group. If not, subscribe. Don't miss any more Bitcoin updates. I'm going to try to get Ethereum in here soon as well, and Zcash. So, all right, that's about all I got. I'm going to sign off now. I hope the synchronization didn't get screwed up on this video. I've been gone a month at least, and I've had computer issues and everything like that. But that's not why I've been gone a month. But anyway, now I'm getting back into it, and I'm having computer issues. So please try to bear with me as I iron out all of these wrinkles, and I'll try to get regular updates back again with the anchored VWAP, and we're going to continue tracking Bitcoin, and we're going to pay more attention to the creek crossings and to the geometric patterns. So what happened where we missed the bottom is not going to happen when we hopefully reach the top, and then we'll be poised to just jump into these alts. So I'm not perfect. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not the perfect trader, but I do my best, and so I'll try to keep you all informed. So like, subscribe if you find this sort of um, technical analysis content helpful. And with that, I'm gonna go. God bless you all. We'll talk to you soon, and stay safe. All right, bye. All right, guys. Bye bye. Adios. Love you.